everyone, back here again today with fucking copyright clean music video. What am I talking about? Today we're not on the same topic as yesterday's video of the leaked footage. I'm talking about a different kind of leak today. So next videos after this should go back to the 1 second clip discussion. Even if a big trailer comes out, I'm still going to post them. I doubt it will. A bunch of these videos are going to be filmed on the same day that get me through the week. So, we're going to see. But what this video is going to be about, it's not the leaks that I've been talking about for a while now. It's not the ones that, for some reason, people think I'm, like, making up off the top of my head, even though I've posted sources in the past, like, where I've gotten the leaks from. Those leaks after this don't look to be as true, just because of the fact that this source is way more reliable than the new ones I got for the new leak stuff. Because these ones are from Sayaka, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's extremely reliable. I know I got most of my information of him through Methyl Kaiju, asking him questions. Methyl Kaiju's gotten a lot of information correct through him too. If you don't believe me, just go back to some of Methyl's old videos and posts and stuff. But like forever ago, you know, like he got pretty much all Justice League right. I don't know exactly what. I just know that he's credited for getting Justice League pretty much right. And for King of the Monsters, he got everything right there too. Like, for example, he talked about the after credit scene, which so did the leak, but he mentioned little details such as Ghidorah being a wing crawler, the nuclear pulses burning Godzilla, Mothra having a stinger Rodan with. I know a lot of these are from that same leak, but like he went more in depth with them. I think he talked about Rodan's fight being real short. The Mexico battle. I could just keep going, but he talked about a lot of that stuff before the film even came out. I'm not going to post a lot of those private chats, but if you don't believe me, Methyl Kaiju probably has tons of videos throughout his page of him getting stuff correct for King of the Monsters. And I should have a source down in the description, since this is public. I thought he was going through legal trouble, but I guess not. But basically, he's back. And as of this video's recording, this is all the information that he's posted on Toho Kingdom. And like I said, I really do trust him. He actually was the one who started the whole Mechagodzilla thing, I believe, because he was the one who mentioned that he saw concept art of Mechagodzilla next to a dead scroll crawler in a laboratory, and he named off, so he gave some design details. And he's back in Toho Kingdom. And as of right now, once he starts talking about more, I might make more videos when he gives enough information. I'm talking about this current information he released. So the first things first, he said on December 8th, long time no see. I bring you good news. Godzilla and Kong will fight in Hong Kong to decide the outcome of the two most famous monsters in the world. Remember when they said they wanted to decide the real winner of the fight? By the way, spoilers, in case I didn't mention it, because these ones I do trust a lot more than the other ones, but either way, you should be cautious. Back to quote. And I already know who the winner of the battle is, which involves the big spoiler, so I can't say it directly, but I can guarantee that the result is satisfactory. Long live the king. In parentheses, the Hong Kong War, as he refers to it, the Hong Kong War is how he refers to it, will be a complete 1-to-1 fair fight. So, I assume that means no human involvement, no other monsters and fighting. Kind of interesting how he calls it the Hong Kong War. And then, he's talking about it like it's the final battle. I know he'll go more in depth with it, so let's just get on to the next thing. So someone replied to him saying, "Hey, welcome back. It's a Hong Kong fight before or after they fight with Ghidorah Mecha G." And then he replied with, I don't know, but there's no doubt that the Hong Kong War is the highlight of the movie. A real climax, corient and brilliant. So, apparently the final Godzilla vs. Kong battle, according to him, which will take place in Hong Kong, is amazing, beautiful, satisfactory, brilliant. You know, those are some of my descriptive words with his, but apparently they're really good. Which some stuff he does talk about with the battle later does really excite me. He then goes on. What's next? Someone asked during the daytime, and he said, which just might upset some of you guys, but he said, unfortunately, the fight is still at night, but there's a lot of neon, like the Pacific Rim. I assume he means Pacific Rim battles, which, you know, that's good, especially if there's no rain. I'm sure you guys know what that's referring to, but if you don't, basically that means it's going to be really, really, really well lighted. And when he says neon, you know, they're going to be in, like, China and stuff. You know, there's going to be stuff going crazy everywhere. It's lights. It's China. So, basically, they're going to be fighting in Hong Kong. The city's going to be lit up. And so, it might not be during the day, but it's still going to be really clear. Because Pacific Rim is a really clear movie. You can tell what's going on in that movie. Definitely. You know, so that's still... Even though, which we expected the Hong Kong battle to be at night. I mean, look, they shot it during the night. I doubt they were going to CGI it with daytime and stuff. As long as there's a daytime battle, I'm fine, personally. But I know the one from the leaked footage the other day also was kind of night, so we don't know. But you take that as your confirmation. I do trust that. Plus, he kind of has some evidence to back him up either way. So, with the set leaks. And then someone said, does Kong get any powers? Cough. Electric powers. Cough. And they said, and Sayaka replies with, he doesn't have any superpowers. He uses brute strength and brute force and speed against Godzilla. So, there's your confirmation. We won't be getting supercharged electric Kong back from the 62 film. And someone said, well, does Kong use any weapons? And he said, yes, in capitals. I don't think he talks about it in here, but he did mention clear back when he's talking about when he saw the concept art, he saw Kong wielding an axe. So I assume you can look at him as a gorilla version of Kratos. Just a big old man with a big beard and an axe, who is also a god. So they're one and the same, him and Kratos. I'm going to take that Kong's still going to have an axe, although he hasn't re-mentioned it, so who knows. Okay, so someone asked... Okay, this guy asked a lot of questions. He only answers one. He said, a few other questions. Any dogs in peril or that dies? Madison notably maybe getting one. Any post-credit scenes? Is the 2,000-foot-long serpent Titan true? Does Rodan Mothra return? Do they feature any other Titans besides Behemoth, Muto, Methuselah, and Silica? Or Zilla. Do the Skull Crawlers return? Does Behemoth get any more screen time as with the other three? His reply simply is, what is Jormungandr? Oh my god, I forgot. Okay, the giant serpent from mythology. He says, what is question mark? He said, I don't know, snake. So, I think that's kind of a jab. I'm going to take that as him confirming that the giant snake from the leaks is not real. That, or like he's just kind of like not telling us, but honestly, I would take that as there's no giant... The world serpent isn't real. So then, someone replies with, so, do you happen to know whether Ghidorah is the villain or Mecha G is? Or maybe it's a combination of the two? And not to nag you with questions, but is there going to be a team up against a bigger threat? And all he replied with, I can only confirm MG, or Mecha Godzilla. So, he's talked about that in the past, but I think a lot of us have already been pretty well aware that there's probably going to be a Mecha Godzilla in the movie. It seems likely already. And someone probably with replying back to his very first comment about the Hong Kong War. He said, I'm happy about that. While everyone is asking you story questions, if you don't mind, I shall ask a different one. Do you happen to know why GVK was delayed to November 20th, 2020? Definitely a very fair question, too. His reply was, maybe they want to avoid competing with other movies, or maybe they want more time to make CGI, but the CGI of the Hong Kong War is good enough. I think it is much better than King of the Monsters CGI, and it has effects like Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island. That is great news. We're a year away from this film releasing. He's comparing this film to Godzilla 2014 and Kong Skull Island effects already. You know how much more they can do with these effects if they get them, like, if they're close to done? You know how much more they can get done within a year with these? That's crazy to hear that he's comparing them to, like, 2014 and such. Someone then replies, Sayaka, could you put in spoiler tags who wins the final fight since you know? Is it a very emotional battle? Do the other die? A simple reply is, no, it's just one knocks down the other and decides the champion. But there's no real death, at least for this fight. So there's no death in this fight. So I'm assuming Kong and Godzilla aren't gonna die. Even the guy who owns rulers of King of Monsters even said that neither of them are gonna die. But it is really interesting. It's kind of is like the other leaks, but I'm not, not during the Hong Kong. He just says the Hong Kong battle is decided with one being knocked down and the other being the champion. And they said in this battle there's no real death. So I would assume there's going to be some Titan deaths throughout the film. I wouldn't be shocked if Rodan dies, if he's in there, or Behemoth. This person asks, Sayaka, when should we expect a trailer or concrete marketing? Earliest time for any, since you worked in the marketing for King of the Monsters. His reply is, so far Japan has not decided on any publicity activities, or publicly activities? I don't know. I'm so stupid. Publicity. So here, all we take out of that is that apparently Japan has a really big say in the marketing. So that's kind of interesting. There's not much to really talk about that other than we might not be getting anything for a while, if that's true, and like Toho has a say in it, which is fine. I mean, we have a whole year to wait. I'd rather wait it out a little bit. Unless we get a teaser trailer, like a really short one soon, I'd be cool with that. Okay, so there's like two questions here. The only question is, who knocks down the other and decides champion? Someone replied to that question. Okay, GMK Goji asked that, and then Cookson said, long live the king. So we would assume that's Godzilla. But let's be honest, that could also mean King Kong. LOL. Sayaka replied with, I think the winner is the one you want. Laughing emoji. Doesn't confirm anything. He's really determined to not give away who wins the fight, which I respect completely. The other leaks said Godzilla won after he knocked Kong down and spared him. But that sounded like that was on a battle on Skull Island, or at least after they fought Mechagodzilla. I'm pretty sure on Skull Island. So either way, I'm going to assume him saying, long live the king, and the winner is the one you want. It's going to be Godzilla. Since it is on Toho Kingdom, I assume it's going to be Godzilla, but there's no way to confirm that since he's leaving it so, like, vague. And at the time of this recording, here's the last quote we got from him. So, again, two people saying stuff and he replying. This is about Mechagodzilla, and this is going to wrap up the video. Someone said, not to nag you with questions, but are they going to team up with a bigger threat? That was a question from earlier, actually. And then the guy replied to that guy with, he said the final battle is a one-on-one. Maybe they team up against Mechagodzilla earlier in the movie. Who knows? Just glad the final fight is the two legends of cinema. Sayaka replies, MG/Mechagodzilla, or parentheses, maybe before or after the Hong Kong War. I can't be sure, because I don't know how the specific battle of MG is. Not sure why he doesn't know the specifics of that battle, or like if he's trying to hide it. I have no idea. why he doesn't know how the specific battle of MG is. But he's saying that there is a battle of MG in the film. He doesn't know what happens before or after Hong Kong. The other leaks said after, but like I said, those could be fake since they all said there's going to be a world serpent, and Sayaka's saying there's not going to be, or if we assumed. So that's basically it for Sayaka's information. Definitely gave us a lot to work with. Definitely could be talking about this for a while. At the time of this recording, this is all he said. I even went through right before the recording again just to make sure, because this was posted early in the morning. And throughout the whole day today, it's like 5 o'clock. It's like 5:17 right now. So I genuinely don't know what's going to happen. I assume, though, that I trust Sayaka way more, and because he's proven himself to be really trustworthy. So I'm just going to assume the other leaks aren't true for now, or at least aren't completely true. And MG's in the movie, Hong Kong's the final battle. There will be a clear winner, it will be a fair one-on-one. That's all I could take it. I like people ask him questions about like the leaked footage and the other battles too. And I wish he did know more about MG, unless he does and he's hiding it, but I don't know. I'm probably going to post the forums down in the description for you guys to check out. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, as always, please share, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. As always, until the next video, peace. Bye-bye.